Oh, hey there. No. No, no, no. I know exactly who you are. You're the old version of me from 5 years ago. I need you to listen carefully because I barely escaped the trap you're in. You keep telling yourself you'll change. Next week, next month, but you won't. Not unless you do something right now. I was stuck in the same cycle, lying to myself, thinking, I'll start fresh on Monday. And Monday came. And I did nothing. That version of me was dying. But I figured it out. And now, I'm handing you the blueprint. I found something that shattered my excuses and rebuilt me from the ground up, a way to break free from the habits that kept me stuck. It wasn't about motivation. It wasn't about willpower. It was something else, something almost too simple. But it worked, and now, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too. These methods saved me, and they can save you too, but only if you act. Right now. Here's what I used to get wrong about habits. Here's the brutal truth. I sabotaged myself. I thought success came from massive, dramatic changes. I'd wake up saying, I'll go to the gym every day. I'll cut out sugar completely. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. And guess what? I failed. Over and over. Then I realized something that punched me in the face with one truth. Big changes don't last. Tiny ones do. Success isn't built on motivation. It's built on momentum. And right now, you have none. But you can change that today. Here's how. Here are the habit methods that finally worked for me that you could also implement. Number 1, the 5-second disruptor. Every time I caught myself about to indulge in a bad habit, I forced myself to count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, before I could hesitate, I had to take action. No thinking, no excuses, just movement. Want to stop scrolling? 5-second countdown, then put the phone down. Need to start a task? Countdown, then just do the first step. Want to avoid a bad habit? Interrupt your brain with the countdown. The key is to act before your brain can argue back. No time for hesitation. Why waste so much energy battling your own brain when you can just override it in seconds? Why give yourself room to negotiate with failure when you can decide instantly to act? Every single second spent debating in your mind is a second you could have spent changing your life, and you don't have time to waste. You must act before doubt has a chance to take root. Number 2 is the unfinished business trick. I learned that leaving something unfinished creates mental tension, and I used that to my advantage. I'd stop reading a book in the middle of an exciting part, so I had to pick it up the next day. I'd leave my running shoes untied, so it felt unfinished until I went outside. I'd start writing an idea, but stop mid-sentence, forcing myself to finish it later. It's like tricking your brain into craving completion, and it works. You ever wonder why some people seem to drift through life, never quite finishing what they start? It's because they never set up systems that make completion inevitable. They start projects and let them fade. They set goals and abandon them. But if you leave something open-ended, unfinished, just begging for closure, your brain won't let it go. Use that pull to keep yourself moving forward when motivation runs dry. Number 3 is the reverse consequence method. Instead of punishing myself for failure, I started rewarding myself for success, but in a way that made it impossible to ignore. If I completed my workout, I'd allow myself to watch my favorite show guilt-free. If I woke up early, I'd take a walk in my favorite park before starting the day. If I hit my goal, I'd buy myself something small but meaningful. I stopped focusing on avoiding pain and started associating change with pleasure. And my habits stuck. You ever notice how some people dread every single thing they have to do? They fight against their own progress because it feels like punishment. But what if progress was the reward? What if you set things up so that growth felt like winning a game, not enduring a sentence? Turn the process into something your brain wants to chase, and suddenly, everything changes. I kept failing to break bad habits because I did it wrong. I thought willpower was enough. It's not. Here's what actually worked. Number 4. The swapping ritual method. Bad habits stick because they serve a need. So I replaced them, not removed them. Instead of late-night junk food, I swapped for fruit with cinnamon, sweet, but healthy. Instead of social media first thing in the morning, I swapped for a 5-minute audiobook. Instead of watching TV mindlessly, I swapped for listening to a podcast while stretching. I didn't quit. I redirected. Why do so many people fail when they try to quit bad habits? Because they're trying to rip something out of their life without filling the hole it leaves behind. Your brain needs satisfaction. It craves reward. If you don't give it a better option, it will pull you right back into the same old cycles. Don't quit. Replace. Transform. Take control. Number 5. The barrier method. If something was too easy to do, I made it harder. If something was hard, I made it easier. I deleted social media apps from my phone, so I had to log in manually. I put my alarm across the room, so I had to get out of bed. I put my workout clothes by my door, so changing was effortless. Make bad habits inconvenient. Make good habits effortless. It's that simple. The reason so many people fail: they leave obstacles in their way when they want to succeed and remove all obstacles when they want to fail. Reverse it. Stack the odds in your favor. Remove the things that trip you up. Make success so easy that you have no excuse to avoid it. Your habits are the result of your environment, so shape it deliberately. Your surroundings are either your prison or your launchpad. Choose wisely. So, old me, here's my challenge for you. Pick one habit today. Make it so easy you can't fail. Stick with it. No more waiting. No more excuses. And if you're watching this and see yourself in me, hit like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what's one habit you're committing to right now? Your future is calling. Pick up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.